Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. So I want to go over some news for the Philadelphia Eagles. The last video before our big matchup against the New York Giants, divisional round, Saturday, 8:15. Should be very exciting. A few things to definitely go over. And a player returns to the Philadelphia Eagles on the roster, which is interesting. So let's get straight into it.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? We're having a fantastic day. So just a couple more days. I mean, just a day, really, and that's it. And we're ready to go. I mean, we've been waiting a little bit. The time has slowed down a little bit since last week because we had the extra week off, and guys are getting healthy. And good news is coming to the Eagles. And I think first on the news is Lane Johnson had a full practice the other day and looks really good. Actually, two practices that were pretty much full, doing a lot of individual work on on Wednesday, and then Thursday had a full practice, which is good. So he is off the injury report. Lane Johnson is officially playing. So a lot of questions here with Lane Johnson as of, he practiced pretty good, and you want to see what his pain tolerance is going to be like going into this game on Saturday. I don't know how long his pain tolerance is going to last. I don't know. I mean, if he practiced the whole time and he was lifting guys up, and Josh Sills, 324 pounds, he was pushing him around, and it seemed like Lane was in no pain at all. So the pain tolerance must be pretty good. Another player with a bounty on him this week, as Jalen Hurts did say. With Lane Johnson, there's these guys know, Kayvon Thibodeau might be lining up on his side, and trying to maybe work on him, but I don't know if that's even going to work. I think Lane's going to play exceptionally well. It just depends on how long and how beat up he's going to get from this game. If he could last 3 games, it'd be great. If he could last throughout this game, I'd be very satisfied. So we'll see what happens, but to get Lane Johnson back, other than Jalen Hurts, to get Lane Johnson fully back 100%, that bye week totally helped. If we played a game last week, he wouldn't have played. So the extra time has been very significant for us, and getting Lane Johnson back to secure that right side has been a big plus for us. So very happy about that. In other news, Avante Maddox started running today and was on the field with the team, or the other day was on the field with the team, and looks pretty good, man. Now, I think he is out for this game this week. I don't think he is playing this week, so potentially you win this game Saturday. Your entire secondary is going to be 100% healthy with Avante Maddox coming back into the fold. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson goes back to safety, and I don't really want to give up on Reed Blankenship and not play him at all. So hopefully they could at least allow him to do something in these games if Avante Maddox does come back, and by next week, and the Eagles do beat the Giants on Saturday, would be great. Avante Maddox has already been hurt twice this year. Hopefully he can stay healthy for another few games if that's the case. But to get him back is great. But I have no issue keeping Chauncey at the nickel spot at all. That was an original position he played with the Saints and then switched to safety. That's when he was traded to the Eagles and didn't flash the first few weeks, and then really caught our eyes, tied for the most for interceptions for the year. So Avante Maddox back is definitely a big plus. Getting him on the field would be a huge plus, and it probably will not be this week. Probably not. So that's good news on Avante Maddox. Now, out of the roster update as of right now, the Eagles are getting Kennedy Brooks back to future contracts. Kennedy Brooks was an undrafted running back from Oklahoma last year. Covered a lot on him. Really do like him. A bigger back, very elusive. I really liked him in training camp last year. I really liked him. Always made the first guy miss all the time, bigger back. He just never got the right opportunity in the preseason games. He really didn't get many reps in the preseason games this past year, since they only played there was only 2 games. The rules have changed, so they lessened the preseason games. I don't know if this is a rule that's going to happen next year. Is it official that the NFL teams are only playing 2 preseason games? But I felt like he didn't get enough chances. I felt like He's not an outside runner. He's more of a north and south type guy. I was a really big fan of Kennedy Brooks. He left. I don't know where he went. I thought he went to the Falcons. I could be wrong on their practice squad. So the Eagles pick him up for future contracts. We'll have him. Obviously, the running back situation is a big question mark going forward. Gainwell's on contract. Boston Scott's a free agent. And, Miles Sanders, we'll see what this contract's going to look like. And he's begging to come back to the Eagles, and to get him back would be great, but someone else is going to have to step up. And I'm not saying that Kenny Brooks or any of these other guys are going to be that number one back for us. It's just not going to happen. You have the draft, you have free agency, which makes no sense. I think if you're going to sign your own free agent, you're signing your own free agent, Miles Sanders, regardless. But to grab more, maybe another opportunity for Kenny Brooks is a great thing. Like I said, I covered a lot on this guy last year and really like his game, and played with Jalen Hurts as well at Oklahoma. So definitely nice to have him back into the fold of things for the future of this team for the next offseason, which is great. And, it's time, guys. It's been a lot of, the talk is done. There's been bickering back and forth over food and pizza, and the Giants ordering food at their coaches meeting, and all this stupid crap going on. The Eagles, it seems like the Eagles are just taking – really, the Eagles, I know the Giants are the underdogs in this game, but it really seems like the Eagles are just that really team, like the media is really phasing them out. And everyone's thinking Jalen Hurts' shoulder's still hurt, and like his meat fell off the bone or his shoulder got amputated. I don't even know what's going on, okay? But I know that he's 100% going to this game. Had another full practice, is ready to go. And we're ready, man. We're going to find out what Jonathan Gannon brings to this defense on Saturday. We're going to find out what, this offense is going to be capable of. Is Jalen Hurts going to be more careful on these runs? Is he going to slide early, be more cautious? I don't know, but Jalen Hurts, gravitates these players and elevates these players to the next level, and that's what this offense is going to bring you, which is awesome. So I'm excited. There's really nothing much more to say about it. Like, the coaching staff is where I get worried about this game on Saturday. It's consistent coaching, good coaching. Hopefully Miles Sanders gets between 15 to 18 carries in this game. Eagles are going to throw the ball all over the place, and Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert should have a big game. I'm just waiting for it, man. The offensive line is back into rhythm. We got everybody 100% healthy besides really Avante Maddox and really Derek Barnett's been out all year. So that's really that. You get Robert Quinn back, you get Josh Sweat back, which is great. More depth for the defensive line. That should eat. I think Hassan Reddick's going to have a big game this game. So sky's the limit here, guys. That's it. Win this game Saturday. You get to the NFC Championship game, one game at a time, and Hurts has got to take them to the top. And hopefully this defense is very aggressive, and Gannon's not playing cautious mode and the bend don't break defense, and putting these guys man-to-man. With what you have with the Giants wide receivers, the Eagles definitely outmatched. Not saying the Giants are a bad team. I've credited the Giants enough this week to say really good things about them and their team this whole entire year, which I had them at the bottom of the NFC East this past year. I think a lot of people had this team at the bottom of the NFC East, but the Giants are a scrappy team. They're going to fight, and they're not going to give up. And the Eagles are home. And the Eagles, they embarrassed themselves this game by penalties or stupid play calling. It's on the coaches, man. The last thing I'm going to do is ever do is really blame these players, unless it's really something significant that's really on a player. Then I'll understand, but I'm telling you, this is it. This is right here. This is what we've been working hard for all year. Get to the next step in the playoffs and get past the divisional round against the New York Giants and take their ass home. That's all I worry about as of right now. So, like I said, it's more of a coaching aspect than it is a player aspect. You're not going to get anywhere with bad coaching, with a good roster. It just doesn't work out. It doesn't matter what you have. I could say, hey, you have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. It should be a great game, with Jalen Hurts back. But, they don't do right by this offense, and they're not aggressive with this offense and don't run the football. You're going to have a big issue. But I'm expecting big explosive passes. I'm expecting a lot out of this offense. This Jalen Hurts, this team from the regular season last game of the New York Giants, that now I felt like the Giants got way too comfortable and figured, oh, this is how they're playing. Man, they're not a number one seed team. They're going to see a different team Okay, even the first matchup we have the Giants had some players out. The Eagles, haven't really been swarmed with injuries besides Dallas Goedert for a while, and Avante Maddox has been in and out of the lineup. But by a landslide between this roster, if the coaching is playing on all cylinders, not saying it's going to be a cakewalk, but the Eagles should win this game. It's no excuse. It's literally no excuse. This Saturday. So, other than that, that's it. So, get ready for the stream on Saturday, and we will be back, and hopefully on a good note. Because if this team loses Saturday, trust me, I won't be over this loss for a good week or two, and I'll be having a lot of videos on it. So it's going to be hopefully not going to blow things out of proportion, because that's what I do sometimes. But should be interesting, and it's a Philly thing. So let's take care of business on Saturday. See you guys. Shakes, what up? Follow us. Peace out, guys. Peace.